Hey everyone. So, thanks to Daryl's song, I decided to do my own playthrough of this game. Started playing a couple hours ago and been really enjoying it. It's a great version of Mortal Kombat. I'll tell you that straight up. It's an awesome version. They did a great job with this little plug and play kind of game. This Jakks Pacific Mortal Kombat. It is fun. It plays really well. Controls are very responsive. Yeah, and I mean the visuals are nice. Looks very good. Has all the voices I think in it, like when you're like let's say Sub-Zero wins, and Fatality, finish him, all that good stuff. It's very very good. It says flawless victory. What I'm doing here is the first guy I'm fighting is Johnny Cage. So as you guys probably saw from the thumbnail, it's going to be basically a double flawless all the way through. Johnny Cage is the only one I do the jump kick strategy to, because I'll be honest with you, if I try it the entire game through, I won't be able to get double flawless. And my challenge for myself was to get a double flawless all the way through this game, because I found some exploits that work pretty good. Does that make this game kind of broken? Maybe a little bit. And right here is where you see I can actually manipulate the computer pretty good just by doing low knees or just standing knees with high kick or low kick up close. And you can do this pretty much the whole game through, guys. So that's why I say it may be a little bit broken. But, I wouldn't do this except for the fact I'm trying to get double flawless all the way through. So, you know what I mean? That's the only reason I'm kind of manipulating the computer here quite a bit. But usually I do that at the very end, close to the end of their health, I'll throw them. And it'll let you throw them all the way through the game too, so that's pretty cool. Pretty fun little exploit. I don't know if you want to call it exploit or glitch or what. It's like the computer just doesn't know what to do after you do that standing up close low kick, knee or whatever. They just don't know what to do. And so I'm taking advantage of it. But this glitch / exploit, whatever you want to call it, aside, this game is very good, plays very solid. Again, the controls are really good and the visuals, love it. It's very well done. It's got plenty of blood, got the good speech, great version. Now, just because I get a double flawless the entire game through does not mean there are some rounds that I don't get hit. So if I do get hit in a round, I just start, let him go ahead and beat me, and I go on to the next round. I think that happens a couple times in this playthrough. We'll see here shortly. Rain was kind of a pain in the ass. You can't really tell him now because I've got him down pretty good, but he's kind of a pain. I'll be honest with you. He doesn't always necessarily fall for my setup for this knee, but once I get him in it, I'm good to go. And to clarify, I won't do this the entire time, the little knee exploits. There'll be a little, just, minor differences a little bit later on. You'll see shortly. Probably around the 4th or 5th guy, it'll be a little bit different. But for now, I'm going to continue this. The knee exploit certainly is pretty handy. And as you see, now I'll be honest with you, I haven't tried anybody else but Sub-Zero so far. I've only been using Sub-Zero for a couple hours now. That's all of the time I put into this game. And this works well with him, but I would assume the same kind of tactic would probably work with everybody. But again, that's something I'd have to kind of test out at a later time. I just want to see if I can pull this off first. But yeah, it looks very good. I'm very, very impressed with this Jakks Pacific version. I know Daryl's done a video on it prior to the one he did recently, but I was like, you know what? That game looks pretty good, and I like how the AI, it looks like they play a little bit differently, and they do. They play a little bit differently, so I want to give it a shot myself. Liu Kang was a pain in the butt at first. But again, once I discovered this kind of exploit / glitch, it was no trouble at all for the most part. Beautiful pit stage. Just the only thing that's different is the clouds aren't moving. I will tell you this, it's very easy to fight Reptile in this game. I think it's like every other time you'll get like the Santa Claus sleigh going across the moon, and that's when you get a double flawless and you do a fatality and you'll get to fight Reptile. And it's like I said, it's like every other time or maybe every couple of times that you're in this stage, you'll see that, and it's a good opportunity to fight Reptile. And if you use this exploit right here, obviously it'd be a very easy way to fight him. to get a double flawless, that is. So since I'm not going to fight Reptile right here, I do believe I just end up knocking him off the pit. Yeah, here we go. Now there's one head down the bottom here. That head in the middle, I don't recognize that. I wonder if that's the person that made this particular version. I'm thinking somebody that was part of this version of the game. So that's kind of cool. Now from here, you'll see me doing a lot more jump punches, at least for a little bit, and then I will go back to other exploit a little bit later. But once you get about the 4th or 5th guy, they'll start. If you'll just do jump punches towards them, they'll try to kick you out of the air. And Sub-Zero's wins. His little jump punch right there wins for the most part. Against Raiden, I have trouble getting it to work. Sometimes Raiden's kick will kick me out of the air, but everybody else, Sub-Zero's jump punch tends to win out when they're trying to kick you out of the air. So I'll do it to him. I'll do it to Sonya next, and I'll do it in the mirror match. And then once we get past the mirror match, it'll be a little bit different again. It'll be going back to that old other kind of strategy on the endurance rounds. Stages look great though, right guys? I mean, for this little plug-and-play system, this Jakks Pacific system, man, this game looks good. Looks good, sounds good, plays good. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's just, I'm very impressed with this little device. And the button layout is cool because it's literally just the the controller is literally just the 5-button setup that you would play in the arcade. Looks like high punch, low punch, high kick, low kick, and then block in the middle. It's literally laid out like that. Very, very cool. All right. I suck at these. Especially like the diamond. You gotta I don't know. You really gotta hit fast on the controller to get the level you need to break it. In the Goro's pit again. Road stage. There we go. But once you kind of master this little exploit, it's not too difficult to get through. So far, I don't think I've lost a round yet, right? Like I haven't been hit yet. So like I said, as soon as I get hit, I'll automatically lose that round because I'll just let him kill me because there's no point in going on. Actually, you know what? I think it's right here. I think in this first endurance round, I take some damage. And I think, yep, right there. That's what it was. I remember now. So the D-pad on my controller sucks. And it jumps very accidentally a lot. And I'm fortunate that's the only time that happened. But that, as far as I remember doing this playthrough, that I accidentally jumped when I was just trying to walk towards him. So I think that's the only time that kind of issue takes place. Most D-pads I have trouble with. It's weird. Like, and there are some good ones out there, but there's a lot of D-pads, especially like Xbox 360 and certain other ones. Like, it's just accident. It's like it doesn't want to duck sometimes, and it doesn't want to. Like it'll jump forward by accident a lot. Maybe I'm just. Maybe I got big thumbs. I don't know. I don't know why I find myself in that situation a lot of times with these D-pads. So. I will say this though, I love the Sega Saturn D-pad. I love that one. That whole controller is amazing. It feels good in the hand. The buttons feel great, and then the D-pad itself is awesome. So, as you see on this endurance round, so I get that flawless victory. I am just using that knee strategy. I don't want to risk anything. Since this is my own. I'm not challenging anybody else to do this, but this is my own personal challenge, just to see if I get double flawless all the way through. So even though I had to lose that first round, I still got a flawless victory right here, and of course I'll still get a double flawless because I'll get a flawless on this next round. So here we go. I love on this version how it's very much like the arcade as far as their names are actually in the life bars, which is really cool. And something else Daryl mentioned, Raiden, his name is spelled correctly in this version, R-A-I-D-E-N, instead of like on the other consoles, it's R-A-Y-D-E-N. So it's cool that they actually were able to get his name correctly on this one. I remember seeing these in the store back in the day. Now I kind of wish I picked one up. I remember at the time just thinking, it's something a little generic ripoff, and it wasn't going to look or play that good. Boy, was I ever mistaken. After watching Daryl play through this game a couple times, I realized I goofed. That's cool. So I froze him on his way up, and it still kept him blue when I tore his head off. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I wish I picked one of these up back in the day. Although they're not very expensive. You can usually find them online anywhere from like, $15 to $30 ish, A lot of them are missing the battery cover on the back, but you can get them for pretty cheap. Even without the battery cover, they still work fine. You just put, I mean, I'd rather have it with the battery cover on there because I don't think it looks and feels weird without it. But you can it still plays just fine. You just got to put some tape or something in there to hold the batteries inside. As you'll notice, I wait for them to unfreeze, and they give you plenty of time to throw your knee. They'll stand there, give you plenty of time to throw your knee afterwards, so that way I can keep that kind of exploit going. Yeah, I know it's kind of long and drawn out. It takes a while, but gets the job done if you don't want to get hit. That's for sure. Yeah, that round took forever, didn't it? If you think it takes a long time, you're really going to like it when I get to Goro. Or you're really going to hate when I get to Goro, I should say. You'll see. Well, we're almost there. We'll see. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We got one more endurance round after this, and then we'll fight Goro. And I'll kind of explain what I do in the first round. Good stuff. But yeah, look at those stages, guys. The backgrounds look so nice. Very well done. Very, very well done. Go. Alright, final endurance round coming up. This one's a little bit easier because I can use my... Johnny Cage will let me do my jump punch on him. Kind of exploit. See, I screw up on this right here. Yeah, I screwed up. I can't break that damn diamond. Are they crazy? Or not diamond, steel. Excuse me. There you go. Just doing my jump punches. Loading. It has to load a little bit for the endurance rounds. So, as you saw, took out Johnny Cage with jump punches, so it makes the endurance round go a little bit faster. All right, last round of the endurance, I believe. Yeah, I think I only messed up twice in this game, and you saw once already where when I was fighting Kano and Raiden. Who hit me? Can't remember now. Oh yeah, I accidentally jumped. That's right. And then Kano hit me. So that was an accident, but whatever. Now, same concept, just using my little knee exploit glitch, whatever. And again, it's very odd. You can't do this in any other version that I know of. I'm pretty sure they'll knock you out of it. But for some reason, on this Jakks Pacific, throwing that knee, the computer doesn't know how to respond, so it works very well. Now, what I'm going to do is something you can do in the other Mortal Kombat. So after you kill the second person in the final endurance round, that's when Goro drops down, right? If you just hold back in the corner on either side, they'll just keep walking. See that? Now, in the other versions, Goro falls down anyways. But in this version, if you keep doing it, see, I'm still doing it, the timer will start and Goro will not fall down. Isn't that crazy? So literally, I could just do this the whole round and then take out Goro at the last second, which is exactly what I'm going to do. You'll see that here in just a moment. Well, it's going to be a long round, but it just makes it so much easier. Still counts as a flawless victory also. It's crazy that it does that in this version. Like I said, all other versions, if you're able to make this part work, he'll still come down, and then the timer will start when he comes down. But in this particular version, the timer already starts, and I'm still waiting for him to come down. I'm just walking backwards the whole time. Pretty crazy. But we'll take him out the last couple seconds of the match, or round, excuse me. Count down. Right around the 5-second mark. There we go. I'll freeze him. And do that. I know. Could I be any cheaper? Maybe. If there was a way, I would definitely do it. But that works as a flawless victory. And the other round, he'll fall for the same exploit that I do on like the arcade Mortal Kombat, the standing high punch trick. So see, he'll fall for that in this version as well, which is great. And that's where you just time your standing high punches. Again, you don't wail on it, but you have to kind of time the speed a little bit. You don't go super slow either, he'll grab you. So it's definitely a timing thing, actually. Now, Shang Tsung, I also messed up once here. There's a little strategy you can do. So very first thing, he always throws his fireballs, and if I slide under, he'll always turn to Goro. And I'll do this right here, right? This the standing high punch trick again. But if I push him too far away, he'll turn to Raiden, and as you saw, he kicked me. So there you go. That cost me the round. But sometimes he does not do that. I'll keep doing standing high punches, and sometimes he will not do that with turning to Raiden. Sometimes I'll just keep eating those. I'll let him get closer again, and I'll keep doing it again. There we go. See, it glitched, but I'd already taken away all of his health, and then he threw me afterwards. So that's why it still counts the flawless victory. All right, this round's a little weird, but like I said, sometimes he'll still turn into other people, and you can still do the high punch trick to him. As you'll see here in just a moment, he turns into Cage, and he eats all those punches. So there you go. There you have it, guys. Double flawless all the way through. Unfortunately, I lost a couple rounds, but it was still double flawless because I let them beat me that round, and made up for it the next round. So double flawless all the way through. You can look at each match and see that's what it says on the screen. Double flawless. So yeah, pretty awesome. I think this is probably the first Mortal Kombat I've ever been able to actually get a double flawless all the way through the entire game. You know what I mean? So even in Mortal Kombat 2 with those jump back strategies where they jump back with you, it's still super hard to get a double flawless all the way through. Dare I say, almost impossible. This is pretty cool. It does show them, they jump out and they introduce them, but it doesn't actually, they don't pose. They just stand there in their side. They're like their profile position. Their fighting stance, I guess. So still pretty cool. I'm just super impressed with this version, guys. No doubt. And I also want to give a shout out to my buddy Wrath, who actually hooked me up with the version of this game. Yeah, appreciate it, bud. Really Appreciate it. It's really fun. I'll definitely be doing a lot more on this game. But tremendous thanks to you, sir. You and Daryl Sung. I want to thank both you guys. Daryl Sung for playing it and giving me an idea of what it looks like, and Wrath, you for introducing me to it, or getting it for me. So much appreciated. There's the, I've only seen Santa Claus fly across the moon so far as, being able to fight Reptile. I haven't seen any other silhouettes. I'm starting to think that's all there is the Santa Claus sleigh and reindeer. So I've never seen anything else fly across there, see? What's funny is if you're far off to the right, and the moon's not even on the screen, you can still see the Santa Claus sleigh fly across. It starts at the very bottom by the bridge, and it still flies across the whole stage. But it's weird because it cuts through the bridge and everything. It doesn't go across the moon because the moon's not even on the screen. So it's kind of strange. But like I said, it just starts at the bottom and goes up. But it's still really cool. I'll have to show you guys that at some point. But there you have it, everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts. And again, thanks for watching.